Everything's fine again. Let's do a couple things. First, hi birds. Henny Penny is so dysfunctional. I gave Roosty Roo a bracelet. You see the orange bracelet on Roosty's foot? We'd love to do that with Henny Penny too, but we'll see if she'll let me. Orange is gonna mean first generation. It's not gonna be different clutches. Everybody who came straight from the company is gonna be orange anklets. Here's a little spot where the rooster and hen like to do their dust path. So you can see, now that doesn't have new ground cover grown, so that's not the rooster or anything doing that. But the only two places is here and here. That I think those are the only two places that the quail have done any damage in the garden. And I wouldn't even actually call that damage. Yeah, that's it. This was all smothered by the daffodils dying, not by quail. Yep, so those are the only places that, and it's just because they like to lay on their side and kick around in the dirt. It's called a dust bath. This is going to be their new hutch. Soon. It rained a lot today. They're still not holding water in this pond I'm making. I still want to make it deeper though, so I'm not even thinking about how I'm going to seal it yet, though it will probably first try with my own clay and then if not, order bentonite clay probably. Nonetheless, it's still nice to have because it is sinking a lot more soil. You can, or not soil, water into the soil. You can kind of tell because we had this big storm today that I just put up and it looks like my watering can fell over. It's fine, it was empty. I do put a big rock in the bottom of my watering can. This one's been in there a while. And so it's all broken down, but there's a channel under here that seems to have very successfully grabbed a lot of the water because you can see that it whooshed away. It brought some daffodil bulbs up all the way up to the surface there. And then there's new soil actually added into the bottom, but not new water. So I'll be digging that out. It's going to be the top layer for grading soil away from the house, because you can kind of see here that it, maybe that's how I knocked that down the last time. But if this were flooded, which it did the one time, it kind of slopes that way a little bit. So I want it to not do that. So first thing I'm going to do is put a couple of big loads of wood chips up along the back. Well, first thing I'm going to do is actually put this by the shed, in plans of getting a short bit of gutter along the shed and running it into that. And then after that, I'm going to dump a bunch of wood chips over where those rocks were brought in for the French drain. Bunch of wood chips over that, and then I'm going to cap it with whatever clay comes out the bottom of that and soil and stuff, so that this is more built up, because I need to be able to have an overflow, and that overflow needs to not be flooding inside my Bilco basement hatch door. Then I can, well, even before that, I can start to pull up this plastic garbage like I have been. And as I do that, I'll expose the soil underneath and I can start to dig a channel that'll bring it down here. That's red clover. Just gonna quickly replant it in a place that's not, you know, 10-year-old walkway plastic. It's trash night. Do you think I'll remember to take the trash out? It's a possibility. It also looks like the yard handled that, the yarden handled the deluge pretty well. Geez Louise. This plant I can't win with. It needs watered again. It's funny, the elderberry's still dry in some places, even after both of these, but not nearly as dry as it was 2 days ago. So it's working. This whole system is definitely working. It needs some touch up. It would be ideal if I could make these rocks just slightly lower than the sidewalk, so that when the points where it overflows hit, it doesn't come onto the sidewalk. It instead stays on top of the cobblestones, bricks, whatever, same dang thing. Except for not the same dang thing, I don't know. But yeah, everything's already completely soaked in, primarily because it's just been so dang dry. But yeah, I think I would really like to have these maybe an inch lower, so that rather than overflowing onto the sidewalk, which is very unfortunately tilted this way, rather than have it run and then leave the property onto the cement, that way I could collect it into this trough more easily. So yeah, that's what this storm taught me. Every time there's a storm, I try and learn something from it. It was during work day today though, so I didn't learn as much as I could. It's okay though. That's alright. It rained. I was so glad it was raining. I didn't mind. Oh, that rhubarb. So, yep. Oh, the lamb's quarter fell over. Alright. This goes in here. The weeds haven't made leaps and bounds just yet, but they will real soon. Gotta stay ahead of it. Alright, well, I hope that that was interesting. Just a little bit of water update stuff. Gonna do some measuring and some moving and shaking and moving and shaking. Beans are doing really well. And it looks like I'm just about to have my first mater of the regular size. Alright. Happy gardening, Yins. Take care. Bye.